The hate army troll.
It's the hate army,
bro. The hate army.
Shout out to hate.
Good vibes to the
Shout
hate
out to
army.
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out
Shout
for
out to
hate.
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out for
Shout
hate.
out for hate.
I have something I want to talk about. I'm going to be very honest and transparent with the audience here. Right now, we are at 70 straight streams where I have been hitting my goals. 70 straight streams where I've been hitting my goals on stream. It's been a wild ride, encompassing almost 2 straight months at this point. It's been like, I think we did 6 episodes of DSP Tries It as a result. For those who don't know, I do a celebratory event called DSP Tries It where we do like a food taste test video just for fun as a celebration. It's kind of a throwback. I used to do that as an ongoing series like a long time ago, and we brought it back out of retirement as a celebration because people have been so supportive. I'm going to be honest, the last week, it was a lot harder to hit those goals, while previously, every day I was hitting it like right away and it wasn't a big deal. This last week, it's kind of been like a lot of streams were down to the wire. Last 15 minutes, 10 minutes of a stream, right? And then we'll hit it because someone comes in and does like a big contribution. And obviously, I'm so grateful and appreciative of that. But you can see the difference between, oh, there's a big crowdfunding mentality and everyone was contributing versus, oh, one person came in last minute and threw a Hail Mary, right? So noticing this pattern. And then yesterday on the first stream, we were not going to hit the goal. And then all of a sudden email, we haven't seen email in a long time, came by and actually dropped a whole bunch of memberships on YouTube. So we hit the goal. And then on the late stream last night, again, we were right down to like the last match of Call of Duty. And then it was Adam, who has been doing big super chats over the last couple of months, came in and did a big super chat, but advised everyone publicly that basically they can't attend streams anymore. So that was going to be their last super chat. So what I'm seeing basically, you know, a lot of the people who were the big ones coming in, a lot of the people who have been coming in and being the people to support in a big way. Oh, look at these twitching whales. You know, they're not coming by as much anymore. I mean, we've been mentioning this on the kick side of stuff, right? We had 3 or 4 people who were regular big contributors, and I haven't even seen them in a couple of days. So I don't even know what's going on there, if they're even, you know, if they're not able to attend or whatever. So, you know, it is what it is. I want to say this. Today could be the day where the streak ends. This very stream could be the stream where the streak ends. All right. 70 straight streams is insanely positive and amazing. This is not me complaining whatsoever. This is just raising awareness. This is probably the end of the streak today. If it is, it's all good. We've had an amazing run. You know that there's still going to be support, even if we don't hit the goal. And I appreciate you all for what you've done for me and my family, quite frankly. Over the last 2 months, like I said, we've been able to do things that we've been wanting to do for years that we couldn't afford, and we were able to get new appliances. We were able to get ceiling fans. We were able to do all this stuff that I've always wanted to do. Thank you for that. Really, you guys are awesome, and I really appreciate you. So let's see what happens today. All right, I'm not being a defeatist here and saying throwing in the towel and saying it's all over, but being the fact that some of the people who particularly were the ones who were to come by and big droves of support haven't been around, or, you know, in the case of Adam, can't be on stream anymore, makes me feel like this is probably the end of the streak, okay? And also, let's be honest, today, I am playing Dragon Age the Veilguard. This is a game that when I play it, I can barely get 200 people on the stream because it's not a great game. It's also not bad. It just kind of is eh, and people wanted to see me try it, which I've been doing, you know, giving it a shot, and, I don't know how much longer it's going to retain interest, quite frankly. Today might be the final stream for Veilguard. You know what I mean? It might be the last time we actually play it. So let's see what happens. I'll say this. If you like the content, please support it early and often, as they say. It would be great if during this podcast, where likely I'm going to get more attendance than the gameplay, if you could support the podcast, that would be great. All right? And again, everything counts towards my streams. You got super chats, super stickers on the YouTube side. You got subs and gifted subs on the Kick side. You got memberships and gifted memberships on the YouTube side. And then you got tips, which anyone can do at any time. Okay? So thanks in advance. What happened to your Twitch account? I deactivated it because basically my trolls were doing malicious stuff. And as you know, I'm not on Twitch. I haven't been on Twitch in several years, since basically they were completely unprofessional with the way that they moderate the site. And they unjustly, removed me from the partner program 3.5 years ago with literally no justification at all, and refusing to actually justify their actions when I asked them. I'm never going back there. So I deactivated the account, so now no one can mess around with it. You know, because people are idiots. They come by, they say nasty stuff in the chat, and they do dumb shit with people who I had, like, on the follow list and stuff. And I'm like, I haven't been on this in 3.5 years. You know, like, why are they messing with my Twitch account? So I just deactivated the whole thing. This was like a month or two ago. Actually, a couple people contacted me about it and were like, oh, you know, did you unfollow me on Twitch? I was like, no, but you just deactivated this stupid thing. I'm never going to be over there. I mean, just think about it. With everything we've been talking about recently on Twitch, Twitch is now going through their ad apocalypse. Did you guys know this? Twitch, or twitch.tv, the streaming service, is having their own ad apocalypse. That's what's going on over on Kick. Thought you'd get a kick, excuse me, on Twitch. I thought you'd get a kick out of what's going on over on Twitch. Captain Gout and Lady Diabetes, how about no? Captain Diabetes and Lady Gout, how about yeah? Okay, so let's quickly, let's go ahead and, Dragon Age the Veiled Guard. I don't know how much longer it's going to retain interest. To give you an example. So right now, on YouTube, I have 273 viewers. Thanks to every single viewer watching on YouTube. On Kick, I'm going to guess I have like 30. Let's take a look at Kick. 38. There you go. So between the two places, I got, you know, around a little over 300 viewers or so. Thank you for everyone checking out the podcast live this morning. I appreciate that. And of course, to all of you who watch it on demand as well, because many of you watch it on demand after the fact, and I appreciate all of you. When I was playing Veilguard the other day, on YouTube, I had 130 viewers. And on Twitch, or excuse me, I keep saying Twitch. On Kick, I had like 20. So I barely had 150 viewers. That's not good, you know. And the thing is, again, it's not like I don't like the game, and I was sitting on here crapping on it, and it's also like I'm not in love with it. It's fine. I feel like if more people showed up and kind of treated it as a hangout session, like, oh, let's talk, let's chat while we're here, and treat it as like a social experience as opposed to being hyper focused on the game, it probably would work out better. But that wasn't happening. Like, a lot of people were just kind of clamming up or not paying attention. And so, to be honest, I don't know how many people are going to stick around to watch me play this. In fact, I'm not even kidding you. As I said that, Lala Fell over on Kick says, I'm just going to leave after the Game of the Year section on your podcast. I think a lot of people are. You know, I don't think the game is really holding that much interest. So I want to play it again today, and I want to see what happens. Now, if today we get attendance and people hang out and enjoy and it gets support and the streak continues, then maybe I'll consider keeping it in the rotation. If today I play and it's dead and everyone's complaining they hate the game and they're bored and the streak ends and all this stuff happens, then forget it. We'll move on. We'll do other stuff. The thing is, I've got more than enough games to play. Like, literally, we've got 2 games, like new games this week I could play. We got more games I could play in the rotation. I could bring back games. We've got tons of stuff to do. I don't have to keep playing it. You know, I've been doing it now for about a week because it was gifted to me by a person who wanted to see me play it on PS5 Pro. So we've been, you know, experiencing it that way. Just another quick reminder, because now we're over half an hour into the show. If you enjoy the content, please support it. My goal for the stream is to raise $150 in contributions across the board, and that includes everything. Super chats and super stickers on YouTube, subs and gifted subs over on Kick, and memberships and gifted memberships on YouTube, and tips, which are across both via PayPal. Anything is appreciated, folks. If you could, please support the stream in some way. We've had 70 straight streams where we have hit the goals. 70. So obviously, I want to keep that momentum going. Remember, if we have the goals continue till Friday, on Friday, I'm going to order a smash burger from somewhere local. It's unclear if it's going to be Jack in the Box or Shake Shack or a local business, but there's several places around here that actually do smash burgers. So I'm going to get some and actually try them on the show as an episode of DSP Tries It this coming Friday. But that's a celebration if we keep the streak alive till Friday. So let's keep it going. All right. But as I've already said, the fact that today is Dragon Age Veilguard and the way that it went last time I played it, I'm not so sure that we're going to hit the goal. I hope we do. I'm absolutely appreciative of the momentum that you guys have given me over the last several months, but I'm not sure we're going to hit the goal today. To be honest, we'll see though. I hope so, but I don't want to be a negative Nancy. I don't want to be, you know, a jerk about it, but I do feel like this is kind of coming to an end with the game that we're playing today. All right. And hang out and, you know, tag me in the chat. And if contributions come in, I will shout them out. But again, as I told you guys, I had a bad feeling about today. I really did. I have a really bad feeling about this stream, that this is the end of the streak. I hope not. I have a really bad feeling this is the end of the streak, but I hope not. Hopefully people will support. Now would be the time, especially if you're going to take off and not stick around for Veilguard. Now would be the time to support the stream and keep the streak alive. I think like we'll be good with other streams, but this would be the stream where it's going to end. You know what I'm saying? So, Joe Loft is saying, time to play Metaphor. Don't do yourself dirty. Treat yourself. It's legit one of the best games of the year. But again, Joe Loft, you have to understand, I can't just play a game like that. Number one, even if I were to play it offline, I don't have enough free time to play a game. It's too long. I would have to play it online. I would have to play it on stream. I tried, and the demo failed. I couldn't get people to come watch the demo. So if they won't watch the demo, they're not going to watch the full game. So there's nothing I can do about it. I want to play it, but if people don't show up for the streams, I can't play it. Get it? I tried it. I played 12 hours, 4 major streams of it. And in 12 hours, I couldn't get an audience. Carlos, no, I'm not going to... He says, you should make a last effort for Metaphor, and you should play its demo again and finish its demo and then see if people will show up. No one's going to show up. No one showed up during when I was playing the demo and it was new. And I told everyone, this is the time to test to see if Metaphor will work as a game in the rotation, and no one showed up. No one's going to now magically show up now. I understand that a lot of people like Metaphor. I'm one of them. But it's time to stop and live in reality, man. No one showed up for it. No one's going to magically show up again if I play it again. I appreciate that very much. That gets us to $46 of contribution so far this morning. As I said, I am very nervous about continuing the streak today. I really legit am. With Veilguard, I think the moment I start playing Veilguard, we're going to lose half our audience here. And, and it's going to be the swan song for the streak. Just being honest. Like I said, we no longer are going to have, like, Adam around anymore. We haven't seen the big people on Kick come by to give subs recently. So I think it's over today. But, again, not the end of the world if it is. I'm just making an observation. If I order a smash burger, make sure when I do a double smash. Singles are not filling enough. If it's a good place, you should be good. At this point, Lady of Charisma, I don't think we should be getting ahead of ourselves. I think the streak is ending today. I keep saying this, you know. I'm legit thinking it's over. So I don't think we should worry too much about the smash burger right now. Unless all of a sudden a group of people show up and start, you know, dropping big donuts, I don't think we need to worry about it. Don, you don't have to listen. Every single detractor of mine literally believes that every contribution that comes in on my stream is the same person. Did you know that? I want you to think about that. Okay, right now, on YouTube alone, we've got 321 viewers. On Kick, we've got around 30 or so, probably more. I can't tell because I didn't refresh. So just right now, we have over 350 people watching. On any given day, that's roughly about the crowd that we would get. Depends on the game. You know, we might lose a few with Veilguard here. Okay? I have thousands of people who watch me on demand every single day. Literally thousands. Some just watch the podcast. Some watch the gameplay. Some are now watching the political content. Everyone's interested in something I'm doing. I have thousands of people who watch, and I have tons of people who come by and support every single day. They actually believe that's one person. They are that unhinged. I mean, there's no other description. You have to be like a cracked mind, a broken psyche to think that only one person comes by and supports my content. If that's the case, okay, for the record, that'd be very interesting because so many people who tip me, like I said, when people tip me, typically I see an email address. And a lot of the times people will say they're all the same person. Every single person is different, right? You know, Iron Chef Sakai is not Adam, is not OIC, is not, I can keep going, you know, name every name of someone who's a big supporter. Lisa Liu is not, like, I've seen all of their, like, email addresses. They're all completely different. But again, in their minds, they're so broken. Their minds are so broken to think that darksydephil could be popular, could have fans, could have support. They can't believe anything but that Phil only has one obsessed fan who is the one sole person supporting his entire business. Oh, I see. Let me know if you have fanfics with me and 672. So you don't have to listen to any of the bullshit that they say. You don't. You have to listen to any nonsense at all, right? Just ignore the nonsense. Don't pay them any heed. The moment that you say, oh, I saw them say this on social media, I saw them say that, just ignore it. And that's the thing. If you just ignore that white noise, life is a lot nicer. Let me tell you, because I used to let it bother me. I did. I used to really let it get to me. And then one day I said, you know what? Doesn't matter what I say or do. They always move the goalpost. The big thing for me this year, the documentary came out. Oh my God, Phil's such a horrible person. Actually not. It was the opposite. Most people who saw the documentary said, wow, people hated this guy all this time for what? This is the stupidest thing. 4 hours and there's nothing here. And they all moved on, except my detractors, because they're obsessed that their narrative is always Phil has to be the worst dude, or else we have nothing to do. So they've continued this broken narrative since then. Just ignore it. No sound, rational people are listening to my detractors anymore. They're all nut jobs. Like, literally, anyone in those circles is crazy. So just fucking name them what they are. They're all crazies. They all need to be jacketed, thrown into rubber rooms, locked up, and the key get tossed off the planet. And then we'd all be better off. So just ignore them. That's hilarious. Dante's Inferno says, it's funny, detractors say only one person supports you. In reality, it's the opposite. Phil, you're supporting them. Because without you, one man, none of them would ever have content. You're right. I'm literally the one-man supporter of an entire giant business model and group of people. Do you get it? They all make money on me. It's not me making money on one person. It's them making money off of the one person. They're the ones dependent on me. But they don't get that, nor do they understand the irony of that, because, again, these are not intelligent people. They're crazies. And by the way, I'm just saying, if someone wanted to drop a $104 contribution right now before the show ended so that we could hit the goal and continue the streak and play Veilguard and not have to worry about the streak ending, which is undoubtedly all anyone's going to talk about when I'm playing the game because, you know, I think it's ending today, that would be nice. So who's going to drop that hundo? You know what's funny is I don't even do hints anymore. I don't even care. I just fucking say it right now. Hey, who's going to drop that $104 right now? Right? A nice big juicy tip, or maybe a good, 20 subs over on Kick. 20, it would be 21 for the record. 21 subs on Kick, right? Just boom. Just do it. Fill the king's coffers. Hit the king's taxes. Make it rain here on DSP Gaming today. I know. That was funny. Do you remember? So before this streak, right? But what used to happen was, I would have the goals on stream. And some days we wouldn't have it. And I'd be like, okay, I'm going on break to use the bathroom. My detractors would be like, he's sending out the whale call. He's sending out emails. He's sending out DMs and tweets. He's trying to get as many people on the stream to send him donations now. So watch, someone's going to come on stream and drop him a big donation and stuff. And then it never would happen. But they would always say that shit. Yes, like I have a hot list. I have a hot list of fucking... I press the button and it sends out the fill signal. And then fucking all the whales start running in. With money bags. They run to the stream to save it. What the fuck is wrong with people, man? They're funny. 2 big money bags with dollars flying out of the top. I'm coming, Phil. I'm coming. Do I ever play WWE Champions during bathroom breaks? I play WWE Champions when I'm in the shower. I play WWE Champions when I'm asleep. That's right. I two-fist it, and I play my private account and my public account of WWE Champions at the same time. I hold 2 phones, and I go like this. There you go. Well, thank you, Darziak. Darziak just gifted 5 memberships to the community on YouTube. Whoa, he's a whale. Not a Wabbit says, as someone who comes in and out of your community over the years, it seems every few years your live chat audience changes. You're right. I mean, just think about it. Every audience is a little different. So first it was my streaming audience when I started streaming on Twitch. Then I started streaming only on YouTube and it was that audience. Then I went back to Twitch and we had an audience. Then we came back to YouTube and we had a different audience. Now I have an audience that's kind of a crossover. I have some people on YouTube, some people on Kick. So the audience has evolved and changed. And that's the nature of being a creator as long as I've been. I always said this, it's a revolving door. Some people come and hang out for a long time. Some people come and hang out for 5 minutes. Some people come in, they hang out, they leave, and then a few years later, they come back in, right? That's kind of the nature of it. And it's always cool to see people come back who you haven't seen. Familiar face from 5-6 years ago, and they come back, they're just like, hello, like, wow, it's cool to see you back. I'm glad you're doing well. It's always good to get those people back to get caught up, All right, guys, let's end the show. I want to jump into the gameplay, and I got to use the bathroom before we do. So let's take a quick break. Let's end the show, and then we're going to jump into Veilguard. I'm well aware I'm probably going to lose a ton of viewers, all right? So if you're not into Veilguard, thanks for chilling for the podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. And again, if you're here and you're here to chill, it's going to be a chill stream where we interact a lot while I play. Please support the stream. Obviously, I want the streak to continue, but I'm going to be honest, Veilguard ain't cutting it recently. I think today might be the end of the streak. It is what it is. Like, especially because we said, like, last night, Adam said he's done with streams. He can't come by anymore. We're not getting the regular support on Kick anymore. So because of that, I feel like today is the end. And if it's the end, it's all right. It's been a great run. If tomorrow I come on this show and I say, guys, the streak is over, we're back at 0, it is what it is. But thank you for 70 awesome streams. I really appreciate you all. Only we could have got to 276 and played Stellar Blade, but now, oh well. That's the way the cookie crumbles. I made the offer. I'm just saying, I guess those people actually didn't want to see me play Stellar Blade after all. Thank you all for a great episode of the Level 1 Podcast. I hope you enjoyed. See you all tomorrow. Did I know the most bisexual game is Stardew Valley? Wasn't it true that in Stardew Valley you can have relationships with a bunch of people at once of any gender, right? So you're probably right. If that's your thing, if that's what floats your boat. So no one dropped the hundo. And no one dropped the hundo while I was in the bathroom. I thought for sure I was going to come back. And there was a hundo waiting for me. That we hit all the goals. And we could felt the trolls. But like I said, I mean, right now, I guarantee we lost like 100 viewers. Let's look. We're at 269 on YouTube and what? How many are on Kick right now? 29. So we got about just under 300 viewers. Last time we played this, I had like less than 200. Again, if you guys want to hang out and just talk while I play, that's cool too. Even if you're not into Dragon Age, that would be nice of you to stick around. If you are so inclined to do so. And of course, for those of you who like the content that I put out, if you could support the stream, regardless of if you actually like Dragon Age Veilguard, but if you just want to support and keep the streak alive, please contribute. I would really appreciate that. But I feel like this is it. I feel like we're ending at 70. I don't want to say we are. I would like to feel like maybe we will have a couple people who come in here and are very supportive and keep it going. But judging by the way it went down last time I played this, I'm just not feeling too positive about it, you know? Machoke Me Daddy says, come on, man, don't spread negativity. We just started. I'm sure someone will come along and support. Yeah, it could be you. Realize that, right? Like, if you're going to speak up, then you should be the first person to jump in and contribute right now. Or else, why did you speak up? You kept your mouth shut. Okay. All right, are we ready? All right, here we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Dragon Age the Veilguard. Wagers for Warzone. Charge a $5 fee for you to start a wager that would keep the fake ones away. How in the holy hell would I do that, though? It's not a wager if they're paying me up front. That's not a wager then, right? The whole idea of a wager is you challenge me to do something. If I do it, you reward me. What's the wager then if they're paying up front? Then it's just a contribution like any other. Yes, if you are, a good point by Most Tasteless. More people on YouTube. We have 250 viewers on YouTube. We got like 78 likes. Let's get it to 100 likes today. The likes help the channel a lot for engagement, if you could. And of course, if you could support the stream, I would very much appreciate that. Any support is greatly appreciated. Notably, super chats, memberships, tips. You know, let's get that goal for today, my friends. Okay. I have 2 points. Wow, I actually had another point I didn't even use yet. So Iron Chef Sakai says, if I hit the goal and then I send you Gran Turismo, we have an hour of racing near the end of the stream. Well, that would be unfair to the people who are here for Veilguard. If you were to send me Gran Turismo, I would play Gran Turismo as a stream at some point. I don't think it's fair to the people to do it now. That wouldn't be fair because they're here for Veilguard, you know? But if you were to send me Gran Turismo, Iron Chef Sakai, yes, I would play it. Oh, and by the way, yeah, Iron Chef Sakai, I totally forgot about this. Iron Chef Sakai had asked if they could help moderating, and the answer is yes. Now, how do I moderate? How do I do that? Something went wrong. Please contact us. Great. Let me try refreshing. Because definitely we need more help with mods on Kick. Recently, it's been kind of out of control. Over there on some streams, we don't have a mod. So I said, yeah, you can help mod. But let's see if it works. There we go. It worked. So Iron Chef Sakai is now a mod on Kick. Thank you, Iron Chef Sakai. Please help out over there when you can. Don't have to be there all the time, but it would definitely be help to have someone over there to help with the moderation. Because usually we only have like one mod in there at a time. What's funny is when I get criticism like this, like listen to this. This guy over on Kick says, his name is Oryx00. He goes, you don't want to live in an echo chamber. Why are you banning anyone who criticizes you? I don't. Doesn't constantly kiss your ass. I don't ban anyone who doesn't constantly kiss my ass. Doesn't believe your lies. I don't ban someone who doesn't believe me. Tells the truth about me. I don't ban people who tell the truth about me. The thing is, you are incredibly biased and skewed. You believe all the negative things with no evidence. And then, since you believe it, if I don't believe it, because it's not true, you say, I'm a liar. Like, literally, you made a paragraph, and not one accusation in the paragraph was true, yet you have no evidence of any of it either. So why do I have to sit on my stream constantly defending myself when all you're saying is bullshit? I don't. I just ignore you, which is all it is. I ignore it. And then people, oh, see, it must be true. No, I just don't have time to waste on you. I'm busy. I have a life. I have things I'm doing. I'm doing a stream. I don't have time to sit here and bullshit with you about your nonsense. No one even wants to hear my response. On my stream, no one wants to hear my response to you, your nonsense. Here, you banned everyone who exposed WWE Champions and lied about it for years. WWE Champions is a mobile game that I played that's none of anyone's fucking business, period. I never had to mention it at all. I never had to discuss it. It has nothing to do with my streams or content. People were trying to meddle in my personal affairs, and therefore, I can do whatever I want with them. I can bend them over and fucking spank them if I want. But now people accept that, but it had to take people with rational thought to expose it for what it was, and now all of a sudden no one cares anymore. You see? So what's better? Me sitting here wasting time talking about a mobile game no one cares about endlessly, or just being like, fuck you, I'm not talking about it, it's not real, go away. Which is what I did. The funniest part about it is, literally everyone here today, we're just chilling, we're having a good time. Why are you bringing that up? What does that have to do with anything going on my stream right now? You're the one who's having a bad time derailing the stream and being all upset. Everyone else here is having a good time relaxing.
What was I talking about?
They had told me you were fearless, threatening the demon of
to be doing right here. Their little conversations are all right, but they're distracting. Like, I'm trying to talk with you guys, and they keep gabbing. So then it interrupts what I'm talking with you guys, right? Oryx, this has already been discussed. This has literally already been discussed. He goes, you asked for money for taxes, cat food, and groceries, but you spent it on gambling. Wrong. Every dollar I raised for taxes, cat food, and groceries was spent on taxes, cat food, and groceries, but I also spent money on a mobile game. Did I ever say, I couldn't pay my taxes, I'm starving because I can't afford food, and I didn't buy food for Jasper, and he's starving too? No, everyone got fed. And then I also spent money on a mobile game because it's my money. You have no point. Like, you literally have no point. It's not an echo chamber. It's that people here aren't stupid assholes like you. They don't care about this. Nobody cares but you. You're the only one who's butthurt right now. That's not an echo chamber. It's called normal people versus the one unhinged idiot. It's not rocket science, but again, the dumb person can't figure it out.
I'm afraid of what you are.
All right.
Brutally honest. She didn't mention that.
Nix Baldo, what's going on, man? I never admitted to spending tax money on WWE champions. You have no idea what you're talking about. Sounds like you watch detractors, you dunce. I literally never once said that at all. I never spent any tax money on WWE champions, you idiot. Oh my god. Anyway. So, meet Harding at the location marked in Arlington. So this is her quest, where I don't even know what we were doing then. I keep my chat in echo chamber, stop lying. No, no. People who like me come and hang out with me. Don't you get it? Dumbasses don't go and watch a stream of someone they don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be a dumbass to do that. Normal people go and watch content they're enjoying. So what are you talking about? Right? That's not an echo chamber. That's like saying, oh, I went to the Taylor Swift concert, and man, it was such an echo chamber of people who like Taylor Swift. No shit. No shit. People go to things they like. Like, what are you talking about? You haven't made a single point yet. You're right. He's probably clip farming. Yeah, you're right. There he goes again. So, all right. So let's take the clip farmer and let's have them go farm somewhere else. There. So now were they banned? Sure. After I literally very, very calmly responded to every point with facts and rational thought, they just go to every one. You're right. It's a clip farmer. You're exactly right. So now they can say, oh, look what I got for a show today or something. It's a moron. Battleduck says, can we drop the topic? It's been discussed, over-explained, up and down and all around. Well, you know, Battleduck, actually, I felt like I wanted to talk about Derek for about an hour. What do you think? Should we talk about Derek now? Should we bring up the next thing? That's already been, you know, old, ancient fucking news. But the funny part about all this is, at the very least, it's all old news. Like, literally, you notice, everything that we talk about, that these detractors bring up, is all old news. No one cares about it anymore. You know, it's all just in the past. So that's a good thing. There's literally nothing else to bring up anymore because there's no drama. Even people who normally, back in the day, used to bring me up and be like, you know, very negative about me are like, yeah, Phil basically, you know, he's not really a lolcow anymore because he doesn't do the things that are lolcow like that would bring the attention. Like, everyone just doesn't care about him anymore, which is fine. I'd much rather be the guy no one cares about and only positive people come by and hang out with me than the guy everyone's drama fucking, you know, gossiping about. So, there you go. So, use words. You need to keep trying.
Don't give up. You're still new at this.
I can do this. I can do this.
You can do this.
You've protected the people who matter.
Oh, there's... I looked at chat, and I was going to shout someone out, and then I looked back, and they're waiting for me. Want to talk? Oh my god, he wants to mac everyone. Here we go.
You can't be everywhere, even with these abilities.
Either way, I think I'll need more practice with this. Don't you?
Stuart just did a
I wonder what's up there.
a 6-pound super chat. He says, suffer, Toasty, suffer. I guess because Toasty's in the chat. Again, he's on the YouTube chat, and he's like, oh, Phil's asking for money for taxes. Since when? What, 3+ years ago? Do you see what I say about people on the internet? They think that things that happened years ago are absolute and apply to every moment. So because Phil did something 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, that's definitely applicable to today for criticism. No, it's not. No, it's not. I haven't asked for anything. You know, I want to hit the goal because if you hit the goal, the momentum keeps going. I can keep upgrading my setup. I can afford any game whenever I want if we keep these goals moving and I make a certain amount, right? That's why. I'm not saying, oh, man, give me $150 every stream so I can pay my taxes immediately. What are you talking about? It never happened. You're talking about 3 years ago when maybe I did a marathon because actually I was in a bad way and I needed to make a payment or something, right? That's not today. It hasn't been in ages. Like, and how do you even remember that? That's another thing. How do you even remember that? I don't even remember that. I'm so far removed from it, you know? All right. We're going to continue, guys. Thanks for chilling. And I'll see you in the next part. I got to blow my nose. I feel like I'm about to sneeze, so let me do that. Yeah, I'm about to sneeze, guys. So yeah, everyone, if you like the content, please support it in some way. All right? Any way is great. As you see, everything counts now. Super chats, memberships, subs, tips, or gifted of any of those all count. Please consider contributing and making the goal happen. We're 80 bucks away from the goal. We got about 2 hours left on stream. We could still hit it, but I'm going to be honest. This game has got the least attendance and support of most games that I've played. I'm not feeling too good about it. I've been saying all day I feel like the streak's about to end, but I guess we'll see. Okay, hold on. Let me blow my... All right. Nick's Baldo's of the opinion we're going to hit it and it's going to continue. He's like, don't even worry. The thing is, we've been having this situation where the last several days, every single stream... Yes, Stuart, your top super chat. I'll get you up there. Every single stream, it's been like last-minute Hail Mary support, which isn't a good way to do it. A good way to do it is to hit it, you know, during the course of the stream naturally, not to have someone come in and be the hero at the last minute. And that's been happening quite a lot. So in addition to that, we've had a couple people who basically said they're not going to be around anymore. Like Adam yesterday said he couldn't be on streams anymore. And he was someone who was always super chatting to help last minute. We haven't seen a few of the big supporters on Kick in a while, actually. They've moved away. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on, you know? So it is what it is. And, you know, that's why I'm saying I think it's going to end today. It might not, but it's probably a good chance. All right, let's continue. Hit the goal, felt the troll. Hit the goal, felt the troll. Very nice. Bloomkit. Oh, excuse me, not Bloomkit. Toronto Slayer. By the way, we're halfway to our goal, folks, with about 90 minutes left on the stream. It's definitely still doable. If everyone chips in and you know, contributes in some way, we can hit the goal. All right? So Toronto Slayer asks, if you were invited to the Game Awards, would you go? The only reason I would go to the Game Awards is if it somehow would mean, you know, some kind of content or something that's going to benefit me or some kind of a future collaboration or piece of, you know, something that's going to benefit me and my family. Like, I'm not going to take time away from work and being home with my wife just for the sake of going. Like, I kind of been there, done that. You know, I went to E3. I was like, all right, I went to E3. Now I could say I went to E3, right? Like, it was some big deal. In reality, it wasn't a big deal, you know?
Another statue. There's an elf out there somewhere who really likes owls.
Cool. Yeah, I agree, Nix Baldo. You got to be positive. You know, you got to be. The thing is also, I don't want to talk about it all stream. Like, yes, the goal is important to me and the business, but hitting the goal is not the end-all, be-all, right? And it's okay if we don't hit it. Fact Checker asks a legit question. Fact Checker just asked, this is a legit question over on Kick. Why does your YouTube channel have, like, no comments on it? I went over there to check it out, and, like, none of the videos are having comments on them. So here's the deal. From the years of around, I don't know, I would say 2016-ish until just earlier this year. All right? Basically, my detractors and trolls are so nasty. They actually had this game they were doing. They would go to my videos and leave the most insanely over-the-top, disgusting, nasty comments you could imagine. We're talking racist stuff. We're talking sexist stuff. We're talking doxing. Like just posting up information about me and my family members in the comments of my videos, okay? They were doing it to such an extent that I had to do something to try to curtail it. And after a while of me just kind of like ignoring it, basically my followers were like, nah, Phil, we would much rather have no comments on your videos than see the level of the shit that they're doing. So with the actual buy-in of my viewers, I turned the comments off on my videos for several years, okay? Then about a year ago or earlier this year, I turned it on as, like, basically now they can be moderated. So the thing is, back then, YouTube, you couldn't moderate the comments. It was just like you had to sit there and micromanage every video, which I wasn't going to do. But now you can do things like, oh, hold all comments or hold certain kinds of comments. There's levels of auto moderation you can do. So I was doing that for a couple of years. And then just recently this year, as a lot more positive people started watching my content again, I just turned it off. So as of right now, you can literally comment on every video, no problem. It's not even a problem at all. Like, you can just comment normally. But there's a giant span of time that's like 5-6 years where you couldn't comment on my videos. And there's very popular playthroughs there too that have no comments on them. But now you can. Like, if you're watching an older playthrough of mine, you notice no comments, please do. Leaving comments actually helps a lot. It really, really does. So please do for engagement. But yeah, that's why. I mean, imagine that. Just imagine being on a channel and, like, you're just checking a video comment. Oh, what? This is a great playthrough. What does it say in the comments? It's the dude's address and phone number. The hell is this? The N-word 17 times. That's what it was. That's what these idiots were doing. So, by the way, Darkside Pimp just gifted 10 subs over on Kick, and a bunch of new people got them, including Fact Checker, who I was answering their question. So thank you, Darkside Pimp. It's good to see you. 10 subs over on Kick is the equivalent of $50, which means we are now up to 125 and a mere $25 away from hitting the goal and continuing the streak, which I did not think we were going to do today. So thank you so much. Bookworm says, how many comments do you screen daily? I don't have to screen that many anymore. Like I said, I turned off all the auto moderation. Basically now the only things that YouTube blocks are like overtly bad comments, and there usually aren't that many of those anymore. So it's actually not that big of a deal anymore. It was a big deal for a while, but just not that much anymore. In fact, now I get a lot of positive comments, especially on things that are like hot topics, like my new politics channel and the clips and stuff I uploaded there. That stuff's actually doing really good. Well, see, here you go. So Sarah says, if you're going to play a chill RPG that isn't going to be supported, you might as well play a great RPG like Metaphor or Rebirth. I did, and they weren't supported, and I stopped playing them because everyone complained. Here, at least, we're hanging out, we're having conversation, people are supporting, and it's on the PS5 Pro, so at the very least, you're getting to see the capabilities of the console. Like Darziak has said, this is better on PS5 Pro than PC, which is pretty crazy. Okay, let's, you know what, let's split the part here, because we're at 50 minutes, and we got about 50 minutes left on the stream. So let's split it here, honestly, or evenly, and then we'll be back. Cool. All right, I just want to stretch my legs. My wife should be home soon, and when my wife is home, I gotta make sure Jasper's not in here. He just walked out, but he very well could come back in. So when my wife gets home, I do have to take a brief break just to say hello to her and make sure Jasper's out of here. And then we'll come back. But I'm gonna be streaming till around 4 p.m. FYI. So we still got about 50 minutes left on the stream, give or take. Thank you guys for chilling. Thank you to those who supported. So guys, we got 25 bucks left to hit the goal. At this point, we're in the home stretch. Please, let's hit it. Like, seriously, I mean, thank you so much to Darkside Pimp. Thanks to all those who contributed before that. Let's hit the goal now, so that all that wasn't in vain, and continue the streak. I'm very curious how long the streak will last. Like, you know, being that we always seem to have one person come by and have like a Hail Mary, you know what I mean? But let's see, let's do it. 25 bucks left, okay? I just want to stretch my legs here. I know, that was funny. Do you remember? So before this streak, right? But what used to happen was, you know, I would have the goals on stream. And some days we wouldn't have it. And I'd be like, okay, I'm going on break to use the bathroom. My detractors would be like, he's sending out the whale call. He's sending out emails. He's sending out DMs and tweets. He's trying to get as many people on the stream to send him donations now. So watch, someone's going to come on stream and drop him a big donation and stuff. And then it never would happen. But they would always say that shit. Yes, like I have a hot list. I have a hot list of fucking... I press the button and it sends out the fill signal. And then fucking all the whales start running in. With money bags. They run to the stream to save it. What the fuck is wrong with people, man? They're funny. Beans is Baked just gifted 5 subs to the community on Kick. Beans is Baked, thank you. Thank you so very much. With that, that is official. We've done it. I didn't think we were going to do it on this stream, being very, very frank with everyone. I thought this was it. I do feel like the streak is going to come to a close soon, but 71 is amazing. Thank you, Beans is Baked. I really appreciate you, and it is official. That is not it. That is not what I meant to click. What I meant to click was this. It is official. We have hit 71 straight streams, hitting the goals and crushing my trolls. We've done it again. Thank you all so very much. 71. I hope we can make it to Friday. I really want to try a smash burger for DSP Tries It this week. So I hope we can make it to Friday. But in the meantime, thank you all. For the trolls who are now going to leave because we hit the goal, and that's all they were here for.
Typically helps me more than anything.